Kia ora tifano, no mai hoki mai now. Excuse the voice, I'm a little bit under the weather, but I've had a lot of requests for this video, and I think it's really important that I get it out there. So what I'm going to be showing you how to do is to move your NFTs off your DEBTBOX account and onto Tangem, so that, you know, they are secure, because who knows, you guys have probably been moving your seed phrases around and who knows what's happened. So this is just a safety precaution, but it's good for long term. Okay, and then I'm going to show you, once we have it on the Tangem, I'll show you how that we can connect it with the marketplace, and you can view your NFTs and you can do whatever. You can, you know, sell them, or you can, you know, do whatever you want. All right, just like a regular NFT marketplace. So Tangem doesn't support NFTs actually on its card, on its platform, but you can have the NFTs on your Tangem wallet and just simply view them, and then you can do whatever you want in the marketplace. Now, the way that we're going to do this is we're going to use this wallet called Rabby, and it's really good. And I should have done a video earlier about Rabby, but I will be doing a video about Rabby. But the way that we're going to do is we're going to connect our Tangem wallet to Rabby, and then we're going to do the steps after that. So I'm going to show you how to do this. So it's not too difficult. So the first thing, if you have a look on the screen, this is my MetaMask. So a lot of you would have already imported your MetaMask, your DEBTBOX seed phrase into MetaMask. And, you know, if you've done that, then you can connect to the rewards, the V2 rewards, and you'll see how many, you know, standard NFTs you have already, and it will show you, you know, obviously other information about all the tokens. I've got a few on this account. I've got a few tokens here and a few black gold, etc. So I'm connected to MetaMask, which is, I've imported my DEBTBOX seed phrase into MetaMask, and that's what most of you probably would have done, right? So, but what we want to do is we want to get these NFTs off MetaMask, and we want to send them to our Tangem account. Now, if you haven't imported your DEBTBOX seed phrase to MetaMask, you haven't done that yet, then it's even better, because then you can just simply import it directly into Rabby and connect your Tangem, and we can do the workflow like that. But I'll show you the both ways. Okay, so the first thing we want to do is we want to come to Rabby. Okay, so rabby.io. Now, this is not on your phone yet. They have a desktop version. So they've got the browser extension and the desktop. All I can tell you right now, I'm going to do a video on this, is it's a really great wallet, and it's a good one for your users because of the security features it has. So what we're going to do is we're going to download this. Okay, we're going to download this. So click on down. I'm using Chrome, but there is, I'm not sure actually if there's other options. I think it's just Chrome. So anyway, I'm going to download it for Chrome. Come across here, add to Chrome, add extension, and then it should just close this. It's already been added. So you can see we've got it up here. So I'll just click on our little puzzle for our extensions, and I'll just pin it. Now you'll notice that it's got this little fox, which it's actually the MetaMask fox is right here. Okay, and that's saying that by having that there, if we click on this, actually I'll show you once we've installed it, but what this basically means is that MetaMask by default will connect to anything that you go to that's got a DApp, decentralized app on the website. That'll connect. MetaMask will be default, but you can actually switch it with Rabby, and I'll show you how to do that. Okay, so now that we have Rabby up here, we're just going to click on it, click on the icon, and now it's got all these. We're not going to worry about that. We're just going to go next, self-custodial, get started. Now, this is where it's really cool. So we've got the option here to create a new seed phrase. Well, we don't want to do that. We want to import a seed phrase. Okay, now this is if you have your DEBTBOX seed phrase and you want to do it this flow. Okay, so I'm going to show you how to do this flow, all right, which is do everything in the Rabby wallet, all right. If you've already got it in MetaMask, don't worry, I'll show you that part as we move forward. So I'm going to click on import seed phrase. Okay, so we need to create a password. Give it a password. Okay, next. Right, now it's going to ask for our 12-word seed phrase, so I'm going to come over here and I'm going to copy my DEBTBOX seed phrase and I'm going to put it in here. Okay, so I'm going to paste it in there. All right, pasted and clipboard cleared. I like how it's done that, so it doesn't leave it on the clipboard on your computer. Okay, so that's done. All right, so and if you didn't know how to do that, you just got to put your cursor on there and just go Control V after you've copied it. Just Control V on your keyboard, and that will paste all 12 words in there. Okay, just click on Confirm. Okay, now you can choose what addresses, because this actually shows you a lot more addresses on your seed phrase, not just your main. This is the main one. Okay, this first one. So you want to enable that. That's your first address that you would have always been using in the DEBTBOX. Okay, but as with seed phrases, you have many addresses. Okay, so these are more options if you wanted to create more accounts. You could use 2 addresses for your DEBTBOX seed phrase. Okay, but we'll just use this one for now. Okay, so we're going to click on Done. Okay, and then I'll just come back up here. Okay, we've got dark mode. Okay, good. Okay, so you can see it's called seed phrase right here. Okay, so we're going to click on that. All right, and I'm going to come in here. Hold on, let me just get that. And I'll click on that little play button. Okay. And I'm going to come to here, address note. Okay, and click on that. And I'm just going to call this DEBTBOX. Okay, just so we're organized. Okay, DEBTBOX, just so we know. Okay, so it's called DEBTBOX. So when we come back here now, it's called DEBTBOX. All right. So what we want to do now is we want to import our Tangem. Okay, so the next thing we need to do is we need to see this little plus up here. Okay, we've got that little wallet right there. If we click on that, it's going to give us the option to import either another seed phrase, a private key, import. It's awesome. But what's important is down here, you can connect all hardware wallets, but you can connect mobile wallet apps. So this means if we click on this, we come down, we have Wallet Connect, and that's how Tangem connects to different apps, right? So we're basically using, we're going to be using Rabby as a way to display everything and connect to the dApps, and then we're just going to sign everything from a Tangem. So it's 100% secure because nothing can be signed unless we use our Tangem wallet. Okay, so let me just record this. Okay, start that. Okay, so I'm just on the, here we go, let me just get back here, log in with biometrics. Okay, so I'm just logging into my Tangem account. Okay, this is one of the accounts I use. Okay, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to come up to those 3 dots, okay, on the top right, click on there, and then click on Wallet Connect. All right, click on Wallet Connect. Okay, so we've got that. So what we need to do now is just come over to Rabby here, and we've got Wallet Connect right there. Okay, so we just click on that. Okay, it's going to generate a QR code for us. Now what we do is back in Tangem here, on that bottom right-hand corner, we've got that plus sign. Just click on that. Okay, and then we just need to scan that QR code. It happened pretty quick, but there we go. And then we just click on Start. Okay. All right, and now we're good. Now we're here. Okay. So I'm just going to call this Tangem tutorial. Okay. And click on Done. Okay, you can now see that we're up here and it's got Tangem. Here's our Tangem account and it's green, which means it's connected right now. Okay, so we can swap between the two. If we click on this right here, we can come here and click on DEBTBOX. Now we've got DEBTBOX, so that'll work. Everything will work with DEBTBOX. We click on here, Tangem. If we wanted to receive, we can click on our Tangem. We can click on receive. We can click on all these. Now one of the beauties of this is it's got pulse chain as well. There's a lot of different chains, all the EVM chains, but see you've got pulse chain, so I can actually have pulse chain on my Tangem wallet, which is really cool. Okay, so now that we've got our Tangem wallet and we've got our DEBTBOX in the same wallet, what we need to do is we need to select, first we need to come here and we'll copy our Tangem wallet address. Okay, so I'm going to copy this, and I'm going to, because what we're going to do is we're going to send the NFTs. Let me just come over here, I'll just get a notepad. Yeah. Okay, so we're just going to put our Tangem wallet address in here. Okay. And then what we're going to do is we're going to swap back to our DEBTBOX, because what we need to do is we need to connect our DEBTBOX account with our NFTs on it to TofuNFT.com, and that's where we can actually send the NFTs from our DEBTBOX account to our Tangem account. Okay, so I'm going to click on here. Got DEBTBOX selected there. Okay, now one thing you'll notice is that down here, this is what I was talking about when we were installing it, just before we installed it, you got that little fox. See, MetaMask is in use and Rabby is banned. So what we want to do is we want to flip this. We want to flip this so that Rabby is then the default wallet for dApps. So we're going to click on flip, and we're just going to refresh the browser. Okay, so we're good. All right, we can actually get rid of this now. We can get rid of that too. Okay, so this is where we want to come, is TofuNFT.com. Okay, and we want to connect our Rabby wallet to it. Okay, so I'm going to click on these, on this little man here. Click on that, and you'll notice that Rabby isn't in here. Okay, you can't see any Rabby wallet, but what happens is when you select MetaMask, it will actually open Rabby because we're using Rabby as default. It's basically taking the default. It's using the default. Anything that we connect to, Rabby will connect to it by default. Okay, because it's now our default wallet. So I'm going to click on MetaMask. All right. See, it's opening up Rabby. Okay, and then I'm going to click on connect. All right. Okay, you can see now, you'll know if you connected because you got this little, the icon would have changed. Okay, now if we click on this, okay, my NFTs, just click on items. Okay, you can see this is the address, and here are all my NFTs from DEBTBOX. Okay, so there should be 9 here on this account. So I've got a few here. Right, so now what we want to do is I'm going to test this, but I'm going to show you, is I'm going to send, I'll send one of my, I'll send one of my explorers. So I'll click on this one. Okay, and what I want to do is I want to send it now to my Tangem account. Okay, so I'll come here, and here's my Tangem account address. Okay, so I'm going to copy that to the clipboard. Okay, I'm going to come down here, I'm going to click on send. So you got that little send right there. Click on send. Okay, and then don't ask again, and then accept. Okay, so now we've got the send the token. So all we need to do here is just pop in our Tangem address. Okay, so I'm going to Control V. Always double check the address, make sure it's the correct one. Okay, and all we have to do is click on send, and we're going to have to confirm the transaction. Okay, so click on send. It's going to open up. Hold on, we'll just approve this. Click on approve. It's going to open up Rabby. Okay. Now, what I like about Rabby is it gives you like all the details about the transaction. So, like I said, this is really good for new users. Okay, so let's come down here, and all we need to do is click on sign and create. Okay, right at the bottom here. And then confirm. Okay, so the transaction, waiting for transaction. All right, accept. Okay, transaction created. Just got to wait for the transaction here. Okay, your token is sent successfully. Okay, so now it's sent. So the way that we can check that it was sent, it's really simple. All we need to do is come down here, and we basically need to connect our Tangem account now to this marketplace so that we can see. Okay, so I've already got 2 NFTs when I was testing this. Okay, so I've got one from my project and another one from DEBTBOX, a Rev one. Okay, so we're just going to click on here, log out. Okay, and then what we're going to do is we're going to come up to our Rabby account, click on Rabby, and we're going to click on the DEBTBOX here. I'm going to change this to Tangem. Okay, so now we're on Tangem. Now we're going to connect our Tangem account to TofuNFT. Okay, so we're going to click on our little man here. All right, we're going to click on MetaMask again. Click on MetaMask. Okay, you can see now we are connected because this is a different looking icon as well. So that's how we know that we're connected. Okay, so I'm going to click on that and then just go to My NFTs. Click on My NFTs. Like I told you, I already had 2 in here, so I should have 3. There we go. Okay, So this is one that I sent before, Rev, and then we've got our Explore that we just sent now. Okay, so let's do this one more time. Okay, so I'm going to come back to Rabby, click on here, change it to DEBTBOX. Okay, now we're connected to DEBTBOX. All right. Let me come here up to our little man. We're going to go connect to MetaMask. All right, so we're connected now. You can see the icons changed. So if we click on this again, go to My NFTs, now it's going to show our DEBTBOX NFTs. Okay. So I'm going to click on another one. I'll do one of my beverage. Okay, so I'll click on beverage. Then come down to the send option right here. Okay, and then I'm going to paste in the Tangem address. Okay, make sure it's the right address. Copy it. Come back. Okay. Control V. Send. Okay, now we need to approve it again. Go through these transactions. Approve. Okay, sign and create. Confirm. Transaction created. Wait for it. It'll take a few seconds. Now we just need to click on accept. Okay. Now sign and create. You can see here it's -1 beverage, so it's taken the NFT out. It's really great this, how it's got all the information about the transaction. Sign and create. Confirm. Transaction created. Now as soon as this is completed, the NFT will then be on our Tangem account. Okay, your token is sent successfully. So we can cross that out now. If we come back here, up to our account, remember we're connected to DEBTBOX. So we want to click on that, log out. Okay, now we need to change, come up to Rabby, and change from DEBTBOX to Tangem. Okay, so now we're going to connect our Tangem account here. Click on our little man, click on MetaMask. Okay, so now we're connected to our Tangem account. If we click on here, go to My NFTs, we should be 4 in here now. There we go. Now we've got 4. So it's that fast, right? So now that we have our NFTs on our Tangem account, now we can connect it to the actual V2 DEBTBOX where we can actually stake our NFTs. And that's simple. If we come to the actual website, okay, right at the moment I'm actually connected to MetaMask, okay? But all I need to do is click on here, just go disconnect, okay? Then I'll just refresh. Okay, so we're on the rewards.thedebtbox.com. So this is where you can't stake your NFTs right now, but this is where we will be staking our NFTs. Okay, so what we need to do is click on Connect Wallet. All right, and remember, all we have to do is click on MetaMask. All right, click on MetaMask. It's going to bring up Rabby. Okay, now the reason why it's got these, this is what I like about Rabby, is it gives you all these dangers. If we click on this, see it says site popularity very low. If we click on that, it says when the value is very low. The reason why it's, let me click on that. The reason why it's showing this is because it's a new site, it's a new contract, okay? It's something new. So because it hasn't been used a lot, you will get this. And this is a good alert because this could help you sometimes with scams if you don't know the website. Okay, so I'm just gonna, I understand and accept responsibility for any loss, okay? Ignore the alert, all right? Okay, and now I can connect. All right, so I'll click on connect. Okay, and you can see here it's showing our 3 DEBTBOX, because remember one of them is from my project, so standard 3. All right, so that's it. We're ready to go. Now, if you, let me show you. If you have imported your seed phrase to MetaMask, then what you'll need to do is you'll need to send the NFTs from MetaMask to Rabby. Okay, so you'll skip the step where I imported the seed phrase for DEBTBOX into Rabby, and you'll just use MetaMask to send it directly to your Tangem account, the NFTs. So the way that you do that, let me show you. So what I need to do is I need to now make MetaMask the default DApp connection. All right, otherwise it'll use Rabby. So I'm just going to click on Rabby, and I'm just going to come down to here, and where it says Rabby in use and MetaMask is banned, I'm going to flip it. So now MetaMask is the default. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on that. Okay, so MetaMask is good. Let me just refresh this page. I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to copy my Tangem address that we've set up in Rabby. Okay, so I'm going to copy the Tangem address. I'm going to come to Tofu. I'm going to make sure that I'm disconnected and logged out from everything. Okay, let me just refresh this so we get clear. Okay, I'll just come home so that it shows you. Okay, so we're on the home page of tofu.net. Okay, so we know that now that MetaMask is our default browser, and this is our DEBTBOX account that we've imported. Okay, so what we need to do is come up to the little man, click on MetaMask. It'll open up MetaMask, and we've got the DEBTBOX account. All right, we click on next and connect. Okay, so it will show our NFTs that we've got on DEBTBOX, the same as how I showed you in Rabby. So if we click on here, you can even see it's the same colored icon. Click on here and go to My NFTs. Got My NFTs. Okay, so here's the ones that I've got left. Okay, so all you need to do now is do exactly the same process as send your NFT from your MetaMask account, which is obviously, this is if you've imported your seed phrase from DEBTBOX into MetaMask. Just click on, I'll do an aluminium one. Click on that. Click on send. Okay, add our Tangem account address in there. Always check. Mine's 1963. Always make sure you check the last 3 to 4 digits. All right, click on send. Okay, we're going to go through this approve process again. Click on approve. It's going to open up MetaMask. Confirm. Approve. Okay, and we'll get one more pop-up. We have to click on that 2 times. Waiting for transaction. Okay, accept. Okay, accept, and we just confirm it here. Okay, and as soon as this gone through, now our alum NFT will be on our Tangem account as well, our Tangem address as well, which we'll check. It shouldn't take too long for this. There we go. Okay, so it's been sent. So now what we need to do to make sure that we check in our Rabby account, we need to flip it again so that MetaMask isn't our default browser. You won't need to use MetaMask at all after this. In fact, I'm not going to be using MetaMask moving forward. I've come to realize that Rabby is a lot better, a lot more secure. It lacks a little bit in certain things, but it excels in other areas. So I'm going to click on Rabby, come down, and we want to flip it so that Rabby's the default browser. So we click on flip. Okay, we're good. Now, all we need to do is click on the account here because we're still connected to the DEBTBOX. So we just click on this, log out, okay, refresh the browser, and in Rabby, make sure that you've got Tangem selected, your Tangem account that you've imported, that you've connected with Rabby. Make sure that's selected. And all we need to do is click on the little man, click on MetaMask, okay, and then come to our little icon, then click on My NFTs, and the Alum should be in there now. Let's have a look. There we go. Alum Beverage Explore. So I've just showed you how to send 3 NFTs from your DEBTBOX account using either MetaMask that you've probably already imported. Look, there's no reason why you can't do it all like I showed you in the beginning, just import and do everything through Rabby. Okay, now you're probably asking yourself, well, how do I see all my tokens if I've got like natural gas tokens, NatG, or I've got BEV, or I've got REV, or I've got anything else? How can I see those in this account? Well, first of all, you're going to need to send them to your Tangem account if you want to see them in your Tangem account. Now, just remember that whenever you send any tokens from one wallet to another, it's going to cost you 10% in a tax. Okay, so except if it's the DEP token, the actual DEP token, you won't get taxed 10% on that. But if you are sending any tokens, that's the only thing you got to be aware of. So if you want to view all your tokens and you want to have access to them and sell them at some stage or swap them, then you're probably better off just leaving your DEBTBOX account in here, okay, in Rabby. So I've got it in here. I deleted it, but I put it back. Okay, so if I click on this, okay, for DEBTBOX, if I click, see how it's got that little icon? If I click on that, you can see I've already imported the BEV token in here. It's showing me the BEV token right there. Okay, Now, if I wanted to see, for example, let's say NatG, I'll leave a link. I'll leave all the contract addresses for the DEBTBOX tokens in the description. But all you got to do is import each contract address for each token here. Okay, so look, I'm on Deck Screener, so you can come here yourself and do this manually if you want. And then let's say, for example, I want to display NatG, so I'll click on this little search and I'll just put in NatG. Okay, and it should bring it up, and there it is here, natural gas. Make sure it's the right one. Click on that. Then if we scroll down, it'll be this middle one. So you've got 3 that you can copy. It'll be this middle one. So if I copy that address, okay, and I come back to Rabby, then all I need to do is click on this section right here, okay, and then we've got our NatG contract address copied to our clipboard. All we need to do is click in here where it says tokens, then Control V, okay, and then it's showing NatG. So we just need to click on NatG, and then all we need to do is where it says customized, just enable that, okay, and now it's going to be always in our wallet, okay. So if we X out of this, okay, and now we come back to this, we click on this, you can see we've now got NatG in our list of tokens, okay. So it's really simple to add them. So like you can do the same with adding custom token in MetaMask, but remember that when you connect this account, if you were just using DEBTBOX and you didn't want to use Tangem, which I don't recommend because you want to secure your NFTs on a hardware wallet, but if you were, you could just connect straight to Tofu and it will show you all your. If we come here, let me just show you. If we come to Tofu, not Tofu, sorry, the DEBTBOX account, the DEBTBOX V2. Okay, so if we, well, you can see here I'm already connected. I'm already connected to the DEBT, so it shows you what you have here. You can see it's all my tokens here. Okay, so you can see that when you're connected to V2. So if you wanted to just, keep your NFTs and everything on your MetaMask account with the same seed phrase, that's up to you. I personally would at least move my NFTs to, a hardware wallet, and any DEBT tokens. The DEBT tokens, I would also, because there's no tax on them, I would also move those to Rabby, and that's pretty simple. If we come back here to DEBT Screener, all right, click on search, and I put in DEBT. Okay, we'll get the DEBT token here, show up, click on that, come down, second one that you can copy, so this one right here, copy that, come back to Rabby, all right, click on this area here, right here, not that area, this area, click on that, and then paste in that DEBT contract address. Okay, it's going to show it, we just click on it, all right, and it's already, I've actually already enabled it in here, okay, so it's already good to go. Okay, so you just click on custom and enable it, but if we click on this, you can see it's right down here. I've got virtually nothing in there, so, but that's how you would do it, okay, for your DEBTBOX. But what you could do is if we come back to Tangem, okay, you do the same thing. So if it's your Tangem account, you click here, all right, and then click on tokens and then paste in that DEBT token address. All right, click on here. Okay, and we're good to go. It's already ready to go. But if it says custom, you just enable that there. All right. Yeah, so I'm pretty sure that it'll show up because it is enabled, but you'd actually have to have some DEBT in your account to actually see it show up in here. But that's it. So that's basically it. It's not that difficult. Hopefully you can follow this process. If you've got any questions at all, anything you need to know, drop a comment and I can help you out. And always take precaution when it comes to your seed phrase. But by doing this, basically what it means is you've transferred your NFTs off a seed phrase that has been, that you've put online. All right, so now you're on the Tangem, your NFTs are on the Tangem hardware wallet or any wallet that you're using, and it's secure, and that's what you want. All right, because you just don't know. It's better to be secure. Better to be safe than sorry. All right, so have yourself an amazing day, and I'll catch you in the next video. Kia kaha.